we can just get a big M. What model was it? Where is it? It's over there.
Where?
Right there.
It's S250. S250. I think the one we were looking at was like a 310. Or no.
It was a 3 something S. Or an S something.
Oh, there it is.
An S350? That might have been what it was.
No, it's over there.
Oh, can we go look at that one?
You can't afford this.
Yeah, tags. the tag's like, out of your price range there, fool.
I don't think so, sucker.
Wow.
S350.
That's a nice one.
250. That's the one we looked at.
Wow. Welcome back, guys. Very exciting. We got the mowing machine back. We just got it back today. It's actually later. Right now it's around 5 o'clock. I am not milking tonight. I am out in the field, gonna be doing some mowing, finishing up the field we broke down in, which I think is really exciting. Not that we broke down, obviously, but I think it's really exciting to be out this time of night because usually I'm in the barn milking, but when I get a night off to come out here, a night off for me, to come out here and just be in the field for a while, and the sun is setting and it's a really nice temperature. It's just fun to do something a little bit out of the ordinary. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight, but I have a little confession to make. I did use the mowing machine already today. We couldn't help ourselves. We went up and mowed a small field that we're gonna be green feeding. It was kind of a weedy field for some reason. It came back with a lot of weeds in it. I think it was because the first 2 weeks after we cut it were really, really dry. So I think the only thing that really got ahead and grew those first 2 weeks were the weeds. So then the grass just couldn't get ahead of it and the weeds kind of took over. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not gonna make good hay. So we decided to just green feed that, and I used the mowing machine on that, and it did fantastic. So I want to take you guys back and kind of show you everything. Not that it looks any different, it's still just a mowing machine, but so now when you spin these, everything spins, and they don't spin easy. So she's all fixed. Hopefully for the next 20 years, but somehow I doubt that. So when we started this video, I probably kind of psyched some of you guys out because we were in the dealership looking at new mowing machines. We were just there to pick up parts for this. Our mechanic was really busy that day, and he said it would really help if we could go over and pick up the parts. Ran over there and picked up the parts for him and dropped them off so that he could work on it that night. And lo and behold, here it is. But I do have to say, when Brent came out of the dealership holding the box of parts, which just the parts to fix what was wrong with this was about $2,500. And he was carrying the box very easily. He just walked out with this little, I don't know, maybe like 2 foot by 1 foot box, and he just walked out carrying it and set it in the back of the truck, and that was $2,500. So labor and all, I would say this is a little bit over $3,000 worth of damage that happened. Obviously it was just wear over the years. It wasn't anything anybody could have avoided. It was just gonna happen because this is mowed so many acres of grass. But we were thinking about getting a new mowing machine, or at least a different mowing machine, and you can't find anything for a reasonable price. There was one exactly like this right around here that had the same problem, and they were selling it as a parts machine for $4 grand. So this, when it was broken down, was worth about $4,000, and anything that was actually in good running condition but probably about 10 years old was $12,000 and up. So buying a used one would really probably not be a good idea, because you could have this same thing happen to that one you just bought because it's 10 years old or whatever. So you could spend $12,000, $10,000 on it and then have to turn around and spend $3,000 on it because it had the same problem as this. And then obviously going out and buying a brand new one, they're just ridiculous now. It's hard to justify going out. The price range for what we would be looking at for about a 10-foot, 5-inch cut is anywhere from $36,000 to $45,000. So depending on what you want, John Deere obviously being the higher end. Case International was about $39,000 for one this similar size. So yeah, we were kind of stuck in the middle of deciding what to do, but in the end we just went with fixing this because we have a lot of new parts on this. Obviously we know how it was treated and we know everything that's been done to it, so you might as well put money into this rather than go and buy one that you might have to put money into a couple months down the road because you just really know how it was treated and what went on. Long story short, it was a very expensive endeavor, and farming sometimes it's just one step forward and two steps back. And we're ready to try it out for the second time today. I am amazed at how much this field has grown. It's been just about a week since that broke down, and you guys can see there's a lot of new growth. So this is obviously the spot that we haven't mowed yet. Lots of clover and nice stuff in there. And then you got over here, which is growing back really well. That bale over there, for some reason, decided to run away. Doesn't want to be around bale anymore, I guess. Enough yakking. Let's get mowing and enjoying our beautiful night. By the way, if you are new here, I'm Taylor, and I work on a dairy farm in central Maine, and I just make videos all about that, all about the crazy happenings, the breakdowns, and just day-to-day life. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you guys. This is my favorite tractor, by the way, if you're new here. This is an International 1066 1975. Best tractor ever. Just, you can't listen to this sweet sound and not love it. See? So we've already got it all folded out. It actually is a little bit quieter than it was before, but it's not like a huge noticeable difference. Well, I don't know, maybe it is noticeable. It sounds even quieter now. just got off to readjust the camera and I thought I'd show you guys how well it is mowing. Oh my gosh, a dead frog. Well, that's nasty. Anyway, look away from the carnage. And it's mowing really, really well. Probably the best it's mowed in a long time. Of course, it has new knives on it, but it's gonna be nice stuff. It is relatively thick. There's a lot more hay here than we thought. So that is great because we definitely need all we can get. I am so excited to have that mowing machine back. I missed it. It's like an old friend. Kind of bad news about how much it costs to fix it, but it is doing a really good job. Let's just hope it stays that way. We finally finished our first field of second crop. 6 days and several $1,000s later. Looks pretty good. Just giving the International a minute to cool down. They just let the cows out. You can see some of them up there on the pad eating, and there's some grazing down by the lake. There's a pontoon boat on the lake too. I wish I could bottle the smell for you guys, just fresh cut grass and a warm breeze. I don't know, it's just really beautiful. That's it for me today, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. We are back, so it's the next morning, a few minutes before milk time. So we've got one of those green feed bales on the bale unroller right now, and I did want to show you guys just how it looks and how much they enjoy that. So we only give them one bale at a time because obviously this is very rich. This is going to be just like them going out to pasture and grazing. So you don't want to give them too much of that because it's very, very high in protein. Super rich. We're going to go around with one of these. They are already excited. Greta is watching us really hard. You can see, well, there's some clover in there. And there's like a little bit of milkweed in it, not much at all, but it will not hurt them. Just wouldn't make very good feed over the winter, so we're gonna go around with that. And we do need to hurry because the girls want to be milked. And these bales are very heavy. a minute. The hard part about these bales is that they all come off at once because it's obviously very short stemmed. You gotta be careful that most of the bale doesn't drop off in like the first quarter of the barn. Surprisingly enough, we made it around the whole barn with some to spare. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is how much they enjoy it. Just like grazing without all the work, isn't it, girls? So I know we're kind of jumping around here, but it's now almost milk time, but I have to head up and bale a green feed bale for the cows so they can have something to eat in the morning. And I wanted to bring you guys along for that. So I gotta grab the bale monitor because we took that out of the baler just in case it rained, which it did rain last night a little bit, so it's a good thing we did. But the baler is still up there in the field, so we're gonna have to drive. All right, it's not that far up there, but I'll buckle so it's not dinging at you guys. Bad spot. So we haven't raked the field that I mowed yesterday yet. I think Brent's gonna rake it tonight just because it hasn't been sunny today. I think it was supposed to come out at like a little after noontime and it just came out and it's 3:45 right now. So definitely took a little bit longer than they said it would. So we're gonna be waiting until tonight to rake that. Brent raked one row of this green feed field right here. It's just so I had enough to give them a bale in the morning. And it turned out that there's a lot more up here than we think because I got to bale the first, like, I don't know, 75 feet. Probably not going to be green feeding this whole field because there's just too much here. And if you bale these and leave them for more than a day, they'll just get too hot and then the cows don't really want to eat it. And if you leave it on the ground too long, it's obviously going to dry out and then they won't want to eat it anyway. So we're going to do a few more, just green feeding them, and then we're going to rake up the rest and wrap them. It'll be decent enough feed. We'll probably feed it to the heifers because it's not going to be the greatest stuff, but I'm sure the heifers will eat it, so. This is not going to take much time at all. So you can see the one row that he's done. I did, I believe, take the keys out of the massey. I didn't take them out, but I at least hid them just in case. There we go. In the monitor. I was wondering why I wasn't going, but it's because I unplugged it from the battery. Oh, which reminds me, I wanted to show you guys. So Brent was mowing, and I guess he must have hit something, a rock or a tine or something with a mower, and shot it right into the front of the Massey, and we didn't even notice until yesterday, but it broke one of the lights out of it, so we're gonna have to fix that, which is a bummer because it looked really nice. We hadn't had the grill on there in a couple years because one of the other lights was missing. I did a really rough field and it fell forward and was dragging on the ground. The only thing that was holding it in there was the wires that are connected to the lights, and I ran over it a few times, so it was in pretty sad shape. We got it fixed up, put a new light in it, and now the original one is broken out. You just can't win. Alrighty. Did dry out a little bit today because this one's not quite as heavy as the last one. So we'll feed that to them in the morning. I feel like there's always an airplane going by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I always enjoy bringing you along with us. We're back in business, got the mowing machine back, got a few things done. The weather is sort of cooperating, but it definitely could be worse. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and comment down below, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already done that. Keep it real, keep farming, and I hope you join us in the next video.